How did you use media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages? At the beginning of the process, I conducted research into short films that have been previously made, either by professionals or amateur filmmakers. I did this by using websites such as YouTube and Virgin Media Shorts. On YouTube, it was difficult to find videos that were close to 5 minutes, because they were either a lot less than that or approximately 15 minutes long. I found a short film that was made professionally called Signs that was roughly 12 minutes long, and this was about how a man and woman meet each other but communicate through signs that they show to one another. This was an idea that I wanted to use originally for my film, as I was going to base it around romance, and this was a simple idea that was created effectively. When creating my short film, I used the software Final Cut Express, iMovie and GarageBand. I used iMovie to create an animatic using pictures I had taken of storyboards that I had drawn. This was so that I could plan out what shot types and angles I needed to use and what durations of each shot needed to be. Also, it helps me to see whether or not my film meets the 5-minute requirement. Furthermore, I use GarageBand to create the soundtrack for both my animatic as a draft and for my final piece of sound for my short film. GarageBand has features that allow me to be able to use sounds and effects that are already available in the program, and real tracks I have recorded myself. For example, I recorded my different pieces of dialogue using a few people, and I use an echoing effect over the top of it to portray how the girl is hearing these voices and how they are supernatural. I used the website Sound Bible to find some mysterious and plain sounds I could then turn to a piece of music using GarageBand for my film. When creating the title for my film, I used a program called LiveType that can animate text and make a title appear more professional. I then inserted this into my Final Cut program so that it appears at the start of my film. For my film poster, I used Adobe Photoshop CS5. This program allowed me to insert photos I had taken of my actor and the necklace, and to add effects to them to create an overall replica of an actual film poster. However, for my film review, I used a new piece of software that I hadn't used before called Adobe InDesign CS5. At first, this program was difficult to understand and use. However, as I practiced and progressed making my film review, it became a lot easier to use. To present all of my coursework together, I used an online blogging format called WordPress. I was familiar with WordPress before, as I had to blog for my AS coursework, and so I found blogging less difficult this year. I frequently blogged about the construction progress and my film and ancillary texts, and also about the different stages at which it was developed.